You are watching William Patterson University Television.
Welcome back to the desk. With the MLB rounding out its first month of baseball, lots has happened on the diamond. Here to review the action with me is Tyler's back. Tyler Cooper, Matt Jinks, David Gordon, retired Town League baseball pitcher Sean Buck.
Rotator cuff, UCL, everything just hurts.
You played high school.
Played Little League Baseball.
All hurts, man. It all
The Mets have underperformed as of late, to put it nicely, coming off a 12-game losing streak. Sean, what has been the main problem with the Mets during this horrific stretch of baseball?
It's been absolutely terrible, and I think that the only reason it's been this terrible has been the starting pitching. You take a look here, you got Clay Holmes versus, star Freddie Freeman just gets right past the diving Semyon here. Again, Clay Holmes just cannot get it done.
They can't do it against the Dodgers.
It's terrible. It's really a shame because I thought Clay Holmes, a lot of his woes came from New York over to Queens, and it was terrible. And here goes Hae-Sung Kim, absolutely owning Clay Holmes. Who's your daddy? And honestly, when I watched the Twins Mets game Tuesday, Nolan McLean, I really thought that he would be the ace for the Mets, and letting up this home run to Byron Buxton, 2-run home run, getting the Twins back into the game. It was just terrible, and honestly, it's been just all season the Mets have not been good with their starters.
Yeah, they've been terrible as late. But Coop, let's swing over to you for your first or second favorite team. I don't know which one it is.
Honestly, it's my first. I mean, I know they're on a 12-game. Well, they had a 12-game skid. They had trouble closing out games here. Devin Williams is horrific, I should say. He's been having trouble closing out games for the Mets, and he keeps blowing save after save so far this season. I mean, they're right there. You see a home run for the Dodgers, and I think, they got to find the way to get this saves, because in the Cubs series they lost the rubber game. They were up 1-0, and they should have won that game.
Do you think the Mets make a trade at the deadline to get a new closer?
They got to
They already signed Devin Williams to hold his money.
But look at him. He isn't doing anything.
So?
New York. Look what New York went out and did.
At this point, they're not really
and
going anywhere.
And you see Devin Williams there, blowing the tie, giving the Twins a lead there, and it just fell apart for the Mets.
Yeah. All right, Matt Jinks, what's going on with the Mets?
Well, I'm glad Devin Williams isn't blowing saves for the Yankees anymore. But
yeah, right.
We're missing something obvious, and that is the impressively bad offense that is the New York Mets offense. They're the worst OPS in the league at .635, the third worst slugging, and the second worst on-base percentage. Like, what are we doing? Juan Soto just got back. Bo Bichette is terrible. Lindor is terrible and is now injured. Marcus Semien is terrible. Luis Robert Jr. is horrible. You rewrote this entire team's chemistry. You took away all the personality and you signed all these overpaid superstars, and they're bad. They're just so bad. And this offense is just
bad.
so
They're
sad.
playing bad.
Which means they're bad, in my opinion. I think, look, the numbers speak for themselves. This has just been a terrible, terrible, terrible start for the Mets offensively, with players that should be honestly elite, and they're just underperforming.
Key word should be. David finishes out this question.
Karp, I just got to say, you got a really nice tie.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, back with the.
Would you like to take a look at it?
Yeah, it's very beautiful. William Patterson colors representing our school.
Thank you.
But honestly, for me, it's got to be the Mets having uncompetitive at-bats. On their 12-game losing streak, you ready to hear this? They had 80 strikeouts. 80 strikeouts.
That's
damn.
They just looked like they had no signs of life. Oh. And when they were down, you knew they weren't coming back. So, when you're making out on the first pitch, it shows you're not being competitive, and it sets you up for failure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The Mets, like I said earlier, it's April showers bring May flowers, and the Mets still suck.
Yep.
Anyway. Well, let's move on over to the Bronx with the Yankees, who are atop of the AL East as they're priming themselves for yet another season with meaningful baseball in October. David, swinging back over to you. What has been the Yankees? What are the Yankees doing right now that you like to start the season?
It's all around. It's just been their bullpen getting the job done. They're pitching to a 3.50 ERA. They're getting timely outs, minimizing the runs, and, not blowing leads. And, yeah, if they could just stay consistent and don't have multiple games where the bullpen implodes, they're going to be set up for success, especially for the rest of the season. And, maybe make one or two more moves, and we could be really set come playoff time.
Yeah, I think one more move, maybe another impact back could really put them over at the top of the league. Matt Jinx, big Yankee fan, I think.
Oh, yes, big Yankee fan. I want to talk about Will Warren, who's having a phenomenal start to the season after finishing 8th in Rookie of the Year voting the year before. He's a 2.49 ERA in 25 innings pitched so far with a whip of 1.11 and a 173 ERA plus. He's making me feel like I'm on an aerial tramway almost, like how impressive he's been despite the Yankees missing 2 other top pitchers in Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon. He's really stepped up, and I feel like his performance is being overlooked.
What was that
An
again?
aerial tramway.
What the heck?
What is this, the Polar
It was on SNL.
Oh.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
Tyler Cooper.
Yeah, I mean, the Yanks have had very dominant pitching to start the season. Max Fried has looked sensational, going 8 scoreless innings in his few starts he had so far this season. Consistently getting 8 strikeouts per start, which is what you want to see. And Cam Schlittler, who I'll mention a little bit more in depth later on.
Same Schlitt.
Okay. He has been outstanding in his own right, going deep into the ball games, consistently throwing 8 or 9 strikeouts a game. So I think it's the pitching for me is what the key is here.
All right. The pitching has been very good, to say the least. Sean closes out with the New York Yankees.
I mean, all you guys make valid points, but something that I think has been so extraordinary this season so far is Aaron Boone putting the right guys on the right field at the right time. He's finally listening to the fans.
He's doing the thing that.
Yeah, the signs. But really, it's been a lot. We've seen a lot more of Ben Rice over Paul Goldschmidt. Granted, Anthony Volpe has been injured, but seeing Caballero at short, it's really been nice to see because he does have 3 errors on the season, but his bat is a lot more consistent, and he's been producing really. He's been producing as well. I was thinking Ahmed Rosario, but the people on the field right now are the right people that are going to lead the Yankees to a postseason push for sure.
I hope so. I hope you're right. I like the way you're thinking right here. But keeping things here with the Yankees, many players have shown lots of promise to start the season. Jinx, what player on that New York Yankees squad has caught your eye so far?
I know I talked about Will Warren and his ability to step up when our star players like Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon went injured, but
sure.
Here we can talk about more of his stats. His win-loss record is 2-0. His ERA is 2.49, 25.1 innings pitched, and 31 strikeouts. But as impressive he's been, I also want to talk about the power bats that we've seen the Yankees have with Ben Rice, Aaron Judge. Ben Rice looking like a MVP candidate so far in April. So the Ahmed Rosario also stepping up, being great. So those bats I feel like have really been players and the reason why the Yankees have been successful so far in the top of the AL East. Yeah,
a great season. I mean, Will Warren, numbers don't jump off the page, but despite the kind of blow-ups, he's been pretty solid for the 35, 40 starts he's been up in the league so far. But David, who's a player that stood out to you so far for the Yankees this year?
Well, Jinx literally just mentioned him. Give me Ahmed Rosario.
This man knows ball.
Batting 52 at-bats with a .269 batting average with 14 hits, 13 RBIs, and 4 home runs as well. So he's just been very consistent for the Yankees so far, and his veteran presence has been shown throughout the season. And if he keeps it going, I really could have Boone rely on him come postseason time as well.
Yeah, there's a world where Ahmed Rosario might be starting games over Ryan McMahon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's just been bad.
Better bat.
On the offensive side.
On the offensive side, yeah, Ryan McMahon.
Ahmed Rosario's defense isn't that bad.
It's not bad, but when
McMahon's
your offense is not performing to the standards they should be as a team, you need that bat in there over Ryan McMahon's liability bat with the great defense.
For sure.
But in a perfect world, Ryan McMahon slides in there with great defense and very so-so bat. But Sean, let's swing it over to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a top 5 MVP candidate in the American
Top
League
one.
right now. Top one, you
Top
could
one.
say. Honestly, it has to be Ben Rice. Ben Rice has been a shell of what he was last year, and there was only high hopes for him this season. In 74 at-bats, he's in a really well 311 with 23 hits and 18 RBIs, but he also has 8 home runs and 19 walks. So he's just really getting on base and Aaron Boone being able to put Ben Rice in a position like first base, which is so huge in New York. It's great to see Ben Rice, honestly, propel himself for hopefully the next 5-10 years in the Bronx.
Vamos Benaros.
Eat that rice.
Yes, eat it
up.
up.
I'll eat that rice. Tyler Cooper.
Yeah,
No, you're not Yankee faithful, but
Oh yeah, I'm not.
I know you like to give your analysis though.
Yes, I got to talk about my favorite name on the face of the earth at this moment, and it's Cam Schlittler. If you take a look at his numbers here, he's got a 3-1 record. Oh my God, I'm falling apart here. Got a 2 ERA basically.
Simon's when we let him be.
35 innings pitched and 41 strikeouts. He has been everything advertised for the Yankees, going deep into games.
He's losing it.
Oh
my God.
This is what happens when you're not the host, right?
What happens when
Cam
Tyler
Schlittler.
Cooper's not
Yeah.
this seed right
Cam
now?
Schlittler's been very good this season, hasn't he, Coop?
Oh my God, it's sensational for
It's
the
been the
Yankees.
same Schlitt, different start. Yeah. Anyway,
Yep.
the NL Central has been quite the surprise in the early going, with all 5 teams above 500. Sean, take us through the division and how it shapes up right now.
Yeah, the NL Central, like you mentioned, all teams are propelling themselves for postseason hopes. With the Cubs on top with a record of 16-9, but right behind them are the Reds sitting at 15-9. Cardinals in third, record of 14-10, a game and a half back. Pirates 14-11, 2 games back, and the Brewers in last, but still have a winning record, 2.5 games back at 13-11. So again, it's anyone's game, anyone's division for the taking in the Central.
I would think so. We're only in April.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at the Mets. No chance to win in the NL East.
Again, we're only in April.
It's the Mets. The Mets.
I don't care.
Again,
who it
it's
is.
April.
It's
They
still
suck.
162 games.
They still suck.
All right,
Lord.
Coop. We good?
Yeah, we're good. We're chilling after that little meltdown there.
Okay. What do you
yeah,
think is going to take that division?
This may surprise you, but I'm going to stay with the Pirates because the
Rats.
the Buccos, yeah, the 14-11 so far this season.
Not you.
And the pitching has surprised me a lot so far this season because they got arms like Bubba Chandler, Ashcraft, which is he's a young pitcher, and they're led by also Skeens is there in the mix too. So the pitching's good, but on the offensive side, they have O'Neal Cruz, who's been a solid at the dish, 7 home runs. He's got a 903 OPS, so he's very solid at the dish, along with the new addition, Marcell Ozuna and Ryan O'Hearn.
From the
Pirates
Braves.
now.
Yeah.
No, it's Ozuna from the Pirates now.
Yeah, so
see what happens.
a lot of Met fans hate Marcell Ozuna, and for good reason. He's a joke, in my opinion. Anyway, but yeah, the Pirates I feel like they're going to be at the top of the division.
Sure. All right. I like a little hot take right there
Yeah.
by our man Tyler Cooper. Sean.
I'm going to go with people who are atop the standings right now. I'm going to go with the Chicago Cubs, and they are no stranger to postseason success. They got there last year under new manager, Craig Counsell, getting it done in Chicago. Love to see it.
Indeed.
But the Cubs are not afraid to get their hands dirty within the NL Central, and it's great to see that Nico Hoerner is going to be a guy who can probably lead the Cubs to probably the next 4 or 5 successful seasons over in Chicago.
Hopefully, that would be pretty cool. But David?
I'm going to agree with you, Buck.
Oh, we
Give
got
me
an
those
agreement
Cubs
right
as
here.
well.
Give it up. Give it. Yeah.
Oh,
Get all in there.
Oh. Pause. Go, David.
they're on a 9-game winning streak. They're third in the league with batting average with a 267. They have hitters all around the lineup getting the job done, and their pitching is complementing their hitting. And I picked them to win the NL Central before the season started. And if they stay healthy, they have a good chance of winning that NL Central. Give me the Cubs. Go,
Okay.
go Cubs, go.
Go
Cubs,
Cubs, go.
go.
Do you sing that song every day?
Well, not particularly, but if they win the division, I will.
Okay, no problem. Matt Jinx, close us out right here.
I got to go with the Cincinnati Reds. The Cubs are hot right now, but I think it's going to be a repeat of last year. The Cubs are just not a second-half team. They're a first-half team. The Reds are currently 60-9. They have players like Ellie De La Cruz, Eugenio Suarez, and you have guys like Sal Stewart, who were breaking out with a 1,000 OPS. And the pitching side, Chase Burns and Brett Lauder have been absolutely incredible. I think the Cubs, I don't have a lot of confidence in them to keep this up for the whole season. I think they're going to get hot and then fall apart in the second half, just like PCA did
They did last year.
When was the last time the Reds made the postseason?
last year.
I've been waiting
Oh, yeah,
for
last
that. Yeah, they did.
When was the last time they
83
made it
and
before
79.
then?
When was the last time they won a playoff?
When Joey
15?
Votto played?
Well, what do years before have to do with the year now?
Just experience getting to the postseason. You said they're a half,
We've
second half.
seen
season.
a lot of young teams make the postseason and make runs. We saw the
But
Tigers do it a
your
couple
case
years
is that the
back.
Cubs are not a second half team.
I don't think so. I think the
But
Reds
yet
will
they
be much more
consistently
consistent.
make it to the postseason.
No.
No, they don't.
Not always.
No, they don't.
Nope.
I think so.
No, you think so?
But they could.
You were wrong.
They could make the postseason for the next few years. If
Yes, they could. But I think I like the Cincinnati Reds. They're a fun team, and
Yeah, they're fun.
and I think they're the strongest, most consistent team out of the NL Central.
Yeah. I mean,
Pirates are mine. So
I don't mind that. I don't mind the Pirates pick.
Pirates is hit.
I don't mind the
Hot
Pirates
take,
pick.
but
That's all that
take it.
matters. Anyway. Well, that will do it for Major League Baseball this week. Don't forget to follow us at SportsDeskWP for more. Thank you to all the cast and crew, and shout out to our wonderful studio manager, Al Clark, wherever he may be. From Studio B in Hamilton Hall, I'm Daniel Karp saying so long. See you on Friday, May 8th for our season finale with Coop right here on WPTV.